Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Totally feels like Monday to me because I worked Saturday. I worked Friday and Saturday, so it kind of felt like Saturday and Sunday. And then Sunday, my whole family, we went to Richardson's, which is the world's largest corn maze. We go every year as a whole family. So we actually got all of us to go. We had a ton of fun. The weather was gorgeous. The corn maze theme this year was the anniversary for Back to the Future. So it was fun. We always get fudge and the warm apple donuts, and Babcha came with us, and it was a great day. It was a wonderful day. And then yesterday, Monday, I was to work. So I went to work, and then also my two college kids, my girls, Maddie and Lily, they go to school here in Illinois. So it's about like a 2.5 hour drive from us. But my my freshman in college, she needed to register for classes, which was like at 8:30, and she also had a class at 10. She had a lab that she had to go to. So the two of them left shortly after I left for work, which is like 6:20. So they probably left between 6:30 and 7. Hey, you two, this way. So I'm not even at work for an hour, and I get a call from a hysterical daughter, like not crying, not laughing, but crying hysterically. She's on the expressway, and not sure if it was tire debris from a truck or debris from maybe an accident or something. She's like, I don't even know what I hit, but it completely shredded her tire and her rim. So this actually just recently happened to my sister-in-law, but she actually had damage to her underneath carriage. Thankfully, nobody was hurt. If you saw this tire, you'd be shocked. I mean, and the rim just like shredded. And she just got brand new tires on her car like a month ago before she was leaving for school. Okay, maybe a month and a half, whatever. So she's hysterical. She's on the side of the road. And what does any mom do? I'm coming. I don't care. I'm coming to work. I mean, I'm coming to get you. You will take my car to school, and I will stay with your car till a tow truck and so forth. So I literally told my boss, and thankfully our census went down over the weekend. And I mean, we mainly struggle with nurses having staff on nights. So right now we actually had some people on low census. So I was like, listen, I need like 3 hours. I'll come right back. So she's like, okay, I'll hold the charge phone. She's like, go. I literally ran out of work, and I started heading to them. And when I eventually got there, she's still crying here and there. And but what's crazy is that, the police officer even said, he's like, I don't know, there could be damage. Better be safe than sorry to have it towed. Because at first I was, I said, call the police and just have them change your tire. I don't want her trying to change a tire on the side of a busy expressway. Good girl, lady. Just call the police. But she was all worried. She was adamant that when she had gotten to the side, that it sounded weird. She did not want to be driving on it, even with the donut. So she was like, Mom, we need it towed. And yes, we do have car insurance, so the tow was covered. So anyways, when I got there, I was like, listen, you two go. Take my van and go. So I stayed with her car till the tow truck finally got there. And the tow truck guy was like, so why didn't you put a donut on? And it's like, well, we were concerned that there might be more damage, there might be some damage underneath because the tire is totally shredded. So when I get in his tow truck, he goes, well, listen, our tow yard is, not too far from here. Because he was going to have to drive like 40 minutes to closer to us to drop off our car. And he's like, let me bring you our tow truck and I'll put the donut on and then you can drive it to your place. And I was like, So then we stopped at the tow yard. He took the car off the flatbed and, I called my family and I was like, so this is what's going on. So Maddie, my oldest, she was like, absolutely not, Mom. Oh my gosh, they need to drive your car, they need to tow the car to where we want to. This is not up to him. So then I'm like, yeah, this guy totally seems like he's just trying to get out of going for a long drive. So she's like, Mom, promise me, you are not driving my car in a donut all the way home. I'm like, okay. So like, all right, I'm going to hang up. I'm going to go talk to their boss. I literally am going to be a Karen. So I went in the office and I was fuming. I was like, listen, so we ordered, a tow truck and your employee says that, he's just going to put the donut on and I should drive it too. I said, I don't want to. I'm worried that there might be undercarriage damage and I need my car towed to where I want it to be towed. And I'm not driving with that man, So I took my phone back out of my pocket then after I left. And needless to say, I didn't know that my husband was still on call. And it was FaceTime. And he just kind of looked at me and he's like, good job, Mom. I'm like, oh my gosh, you heard the whole thing? He was like, yeah, I heard the whole thing. So this other guy, very nice, super nice. I was really worried. I'm like, oh my gosh, they're all looking at me. Like, wow, this lady really is a Karen. I thought he was going to be a jerk. But this new guy that drove me all the way to where my car needed to go was super nice, super talkative. Literally the same age as me, and 2 months older. So it ended up being a very nice, I don't know if I would say enjoyable experience because it was far from enjoyable, but it was, yeah. That was my morning. So then, I'm also texting my boss. I'm like, listen, I could be there by noon. And she's like, no, I already called somebody in. It would be too disruptive. And I'm like, what? Too disruptive? She's like, yeah, just take the day off. I'm like, I didn't want to use my PTO. And so she was like, Karen. I'm like, oh, okay. All right. I'm taking the day off. Which in the long end, now I'm happy because it just, by the time it hit, even like 4 or 5 o'clock, I'm like, wow, this is such a long ass day. It was just a very stressful and emotional day. I did get to put together a Lego. I had bought the Stranger Things brickheads. So I did that. And that's a real easy build. So, but when I'm done walking the doggies here, I'm going to go, yes. I need to go to Costco. And it's not Wednesday. But I'm going to make it a short trip because I can't really go tomorrow. I have a periodontist appointment. So I think I'm just going to go today. Just get it out of the way. And then I have a Walmart delivery later. So anyways, so like I said, yesterday was a very stressful day. But then we also ended on a good note. Go Bears. Geez, are they trying? I'm all tangled. Trying to give me a heart attack. Winning by 1 point the last 2 games. Oh my gosh, so stressful. I couldn't watch the field goal. I had my shirt over my eyes because, oh man, if you know anything about the Chicago Bears, they like to disappoint. But we won a W, heck yeah. And then the Hawks won last night, their first win of the season. So all in all, and everybody's safe. That's all that matters, that everybody is safe. Car is car. it can be fixed or replaced. People cannot. So thankfully, everyone is safe. So I am off now till Thursday, and to hang with these guys. So I will make sure I get lots of clips and videos of my fun animals throughout the week. I work Thursday and then the weekend. So sorry about the last couple days. Like I said, it's been kind of hectic. Hope everybody has a terrific Tuesday. And you can listen to another long rant. I'm sure I'll have one tomorrow. But that's about it. All right, later. Bye.